Ladies and gentlemen, back for another one of her tiny kitchen concerts. Please give it up for Miss Melody Thornton. Hello, oh my goodness. Look at us, we are back with another tiny kitchen concert. I have to apologize in advance because my eyes are watering really bad today. I've just been, I don't know, I got allergies or I'm really tired, my eyes hurt. But I hope everybody's doing good. How's everybody feeling out there? Nice, thank you. My sister, you look beauty. Thank you so much, Nicole. So, there's been a lot going on since our last Tiny Kitchen concert. I thought I would take a little break away from doing our tiny kitchens, just to leave some room and space for content that has been posted over the past couple of weeks about events and movements that need to be heard. Black Lives Matter, all Black Lives Matter. Absolutely. Really grateful, and I have to say I'm so proud of this younger generation for getting out and protesting and making our voices heard and wanting to put, an end to something that's gone on for so long. Racism, systemic racism, just flat out hatred towards an entire group of people should not be tolerated in this country. We should all be proud to call ourselves Americans. And I think that, there have been a lot of conversations that are so important that need to be had about systemic racism, police brutality, and police reform. Absolutely. And defunding the police, because we can do better with our tax dollars than give people a license to kill us. They're supposed to be protecting us. So, with that said, I've been thinking about what I wanted to do for this tiny kitchen, and it's going to be anything that I do sing, and I think I'm going to keep the singing to a minimum. I know, it's supposed to be a concert. I think I'm going to keep the singing to a minimum just so that we can have conversation and dialogue about what's going on. That's my job. My job is to be a voice, to speak truth to what's going on in our world, and using myself as a conduit for that conversation. So, we will keep with Tiny Kitchen Concert tradition and let the church say amen. If you left the house once, and it was both exciting and terrifying at the same time, let me hear you say amen. If you've been really overwhelmed lately, let me hear you say amen. If you believe all Black Lives Matter, let me hear you say amen. Yes, Jesus. Lord. Oh Lord, we need prayer. Yeah. Man, I gotta tell you, The past couple of weeks have been, I'm sorry, look at this eyelash, look at that. Just, eyes just watering. I'm so sorry if I look crazy. I feel like my eyelids are like puffy and I got a lot going on. The last few weeks have been like really emotional for me. So I thank you all for coming back and joining this Tiny Kitchen concert. I had to take some time to process and to think about, like, you know, experiences that I've had, and talk to friends about experiences that they've had, and you know, what we can do to make a difference. And it's something we're not going to let go of. You know, this generation, we're done with it. We are so done. So I picked a song by Nina Simone. And the reason why I picked a song by Nina Simone is because I look at her career and the material that she made. And, you know, she made songs that were just like break down and let it all out, and you know, feeling good, and songs that were popular. But when she started to become more conscious, and you know, she actually said herself that it is the job of the artist to speak to current time and current environment, and be a conduit, like I said, for raising the voices of people who don't have as big a voice, a platform, whatever the case may be. There was a lot of, I want to say criticism for people who have a platform that were not speaking. And it's like, you know, people write music, people donate, people protest, people, you know, put their entire careers on the line to say what needs to be said. And all of it is a step in the right direction. But Nina, I just wanted to be really honest about systemic racism, and we've been chatting and laughing at all of laughing and then also enraged, because some of us know, you know, about the Karens of the world that have a moment, they want to be outspoken, you know, in public, or they use the N-word or racial slurs or whatever the case may be, and this, you know, the second you start to film them, they're going to call the police. They're going to start crying. They're the victim. They're so scared. They're so concerned, you know, and it's weaponizing. And I'm glad that this conversation has come to light, because I'd like to chat about a version, the Karens that I've had to deal with in the industry. If you are not an African-American woman, and the conversation has also shifted to like protect Black women, you know, like believe Black women. It's been said since the late 60s that the Black woman is the most underprotected, the most abused socially. It's not a lie, you know, it's not. We have to come together as a people, everybody, and understand that, you know, feminism is a movement, and then there's African American woman. Some of the experiences that I've had in this industry is, I find myself being very careful on every single job. My reputation as an African-American woman in this industry and in the world of business in general is very fragile, because you can use stereotypes to describe that woman, and it's very believable, which is, you know, it's gaslighting, it's a form of psychological abuse, and it's systemic racism that makes it possible for another party who's never met you before to go, I can see that. I see what you mean. If you've used she's always late, or you know how they are, twisting her neck at me, She's got an attitude. I don't know how she gets hired for jobs. You know, I should be able to bring something to the attention of an employer, someone I've signed a contract with, and if it says in my contract, you have a day off on these days, or on this day, I should be able to just have that day off without you flipping it on me and saying, well, then I'll just know that you're not that committed. So the way that I feel, because there are stereotypes about Black people being lazy, I work myself harder. I'm not saying that everybody isn't working really hard. I just want you to understand that if I don't, I have to choose my battles, right? Everybody does. Pick your battles. That's what everybody says. I approach an issue in inches. I can't just go, hey, the contract states X, Y, and Z, because I don't know. I don't know if there's this notion that you got me at a discount. I've definitely experienced that feeling of like, who do you think you are? You know, it's like I need to be able to defend myself, because if I'm even more submissive in the world of business than I already am, how am I supposed to ever get anywhere? So when I'm talking about Karens, I'm saying, if you've ever described a Black woman to somebody else, and I've experienced it. I've walked into a job before where people are like, oh, I know all about you. And they haven't even had a conversation with me, you know? The only reason why anybody would ever believe that is because of systemic racism. Franklin, shut the hell up. Sorry. So I say all of that to say that it's not just Black people taking the opportunity to like bellyache, you know? I want you to kind of have some idea why I'm an independent artist, why I feel like I have to respect myself to a certain degree to give you truth in my music, because there's a lot of navigating that goes on that's really challenging. Yeah, so if you've been a Karen in another way, try and take into account that, you know, generational wealth for someone like me is highly unlikely. And if I have worked this hard to get myself to a position where I can make a difference for future generations in my family, I hope that you can respect that and not use, you know, stereotypes to describe me just to make it challenging because we had a difference over something random. Yeah, sorry if that was long. Just trying to give you some idea because I talked to a friend who was saying, you know, I'm posting and I'm trying to be open about conversations about my hair and things that I've been through in the industry, and people see it as like me complaining. It's just me complaining. Like, it's just the world and that's the way it is. Yes, but it's systemic, it's racist. That's what we're trying to say, you know? So the song I've selected is Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. And I think that in the lyrics, it kind of says everything, for me anyway. I just want to sing. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't want it to be, you know, I wish that I didn't have to jump through all these extra hoops or be concerned that, like, when I walk into the next job, what did you hear about me? If you didn't hear that I got drunk before the show and I destroyed your show, then that's not enough to say, like, she's unprofessional, you know? Because I'm very professional. Anyway, so, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. I haven't sang in a while, so not sure how this is gonna be. Baby, you understand me now. Sometimes you see that I'm mad. No one can always be an angel. When everything goes wrong, you'll see some bad. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Don't you know, baby, I'm so carefree, with a joy that's hard to hide. Most of the time I'm so full of worry, and then you're bound to see my other side. But I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. If I seem edgy, want you to know I never mean to take it out on you. Life has its problems, I've got more than my share. That's one thing I never want to do, 'cause I love you, baby. I'm just human, I have faults like anyone. Sometimes I think I'll spend the rest of my life regretting some simple thing that I have done. Oh, but I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. Don't let me be misunderstood. I try so hard, so please don't let me be misunderstood. Yeah. So, that's one of the only songs that I planned today. I mean, I could do another song, but I might put a better show together. I just wanted to get back and you know, speak to the people, tell you how proud I am of you. And I thought that I was supposed to be inspiring you. But I've been very inspired in the past couple of weeks. And yeah, I just really appreciate everybody being patient with me. And yeah, I hope that I hope you don't mind that I'm only doing that one song. But maybe I'll be back again this week or maybe next week. I'm just trying to ease my way back into seeing everybody and reading your comments, and yeah, and I appreciate you. I really do. So, I love you. I know this has only been, I think it's only been 20 minutes, but yeah, either way. I will talk to you later. See you soon.